Have you heard of the Apocrypha? The Apocrypha were the 14 books that were removed from the Bible. 7 of these books are still in the Catholic Bible, and majority of them are still apparently in the Ethiopian Bible, but all 14 have been removed from the Christian Bible. And so if you're interested, I am doing a series, so click the plus sign now if you want to hear these. Now, I am not in any way associated to any biblical beliefs or any kind of religion. This is merely information that I'm giving to you and not necessarily my beliefs. So the book I'm going to start off with is known as the Book of Enoch. Now, this is a huge book. In fact, it's 3 full books, and if you listen to it on the audio, it's 3 hours to 4 hours long. So I might have to do this into 2 parts. Okay, so the Book of Enoch. So Enoch is Noah's great-grandfather, and he is given a number of visions and dreams from God and the angels. And so Book of Enoch starts with number 1 with what they call the Watchers. Now, the Watchers are archangels that God placed onto this earth to watch over the humans. However, 14 of the Watchers had fallen in love with the woman of the earth and had decided to have a meeting on Mount Hermon to make a pact because they wanted to take these women as their wives. And so, of course, they had formed transgressions against with these women. And they had babies with these women, and these babies were known as the Nephilim. Now, the Nephilim were known as almost creatures that were not very human looking like. They were the giants and a few other weird and wonderful creatures. And this really angered God. And not only did they do that, they shared godly secrets with the woman. Things that human beings were not supposed to know. These things included weaponry, how to make weapons, and where to find the material for them. They were taught astrology and astronomy. They were taught how to find jewels and how to dig and look for metals of the earth, gold and silver and tin. They were taught about murder, they were taught about incest and all kinds of sins that humans know today. And so these Nephilim had to be punished, and Archangel Michael, who's the ruler of the Watchers, had to bury these Watchers. And so it is known that these Watchers were thrown into what seems like Middle Earth and cast for all their days. However, before this happens, they will watch their Nephilim be destroyed and all their children and their seed be destroyed. And so in book 2 is when he was given 3 parables. The first parable is all about the judgment of the unrighteous. So people who are sinners here on earth, because they've been unrighteous, it talks all about the judgment that will be placed upon them. He shares with Enoch the archangels that will basically can be trusted, and these are Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Phanuel. He later then talks about Archangel Uriel, but we will get to that. He shows he shows in Enoch basically the different levels of heaven, and he gives them a lot of secrets of the heavens, shows them all the way around the different layers, what we call in spiritual, there's like the spiritual layers, and what happens once people die. All these things are given to him. The second parable is when he talks about the Lord of Spirits, okay, and this is the Son of Man, the chosen one, the Messiah. And he basically explains how the chosen one will come about and how we will need to choose the Son of Man over worldly idols. And it's kind of related to people who choose money or power or, humanly things over the Lord of Spirits. He speaks a lot about, obviously, Judgment Day and how you will be judged according to your righteousness here on earth. He also explains that it's important for us to pray and for us to be thankful and show a lot of gratitude for the information and for the food and for what we've been given here on this earth. He starts to speak about the new earth and explains the riches, eternal life that will be given, and how we will no more have suffering, have abundance here on this earth, how great it will be. He then has the third parable, and this one's more seems to be from Noah and not necessarily from Enoch. And Noah speaks again about Judgment Day, what will occur on Judgment Day, how the elect ones are chosen. He goes through, again, the 14 angels and why each one of these angels will be punished and the sins that they brought to earth. It seems to be very similar to the 7 deadly sins. Now, the interesting thing is, there is a lost passage in Enoch where he actually mentions who the Son of Man actually is. So that is basically the 3 parables. I am going to take a part 2 to get into Book of Enoch 3.